We're gonna have a short stream today because I'm going to a cool lights festival, like the hippie trash that I am. I'm also still kind of ill, so this is gonna be a half sick baby stream. Also, thank you so much for hosting, Lolly. How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, I'm just like generally dying is my only problem. My only problem is I'm like 80% deceased already. What's that? Oh, that's the sound of that. I was like, what's the jijink? There's a jijink sound, and I don't like the jijink sound. Okay, loud gate. Where were we last time? I remember that we've not got Zach killed yet. I say yet because we probably will, but we're gonna reload. Look, Zach is the only one I care about, really. We can't let Zach die. He's too good. He's too precious. He's too good. Oh, God. Oh, why would you mention you're hungry? Now I'm hungry. I automatically get hungry if anyone else is hungry. It's just how this works. Okay. So we're Zach at the moment. And, wait. Okay, so we're Zach at the moment. And we're gonna go and see a guy that we were supposed to see before, but we did not for reasons. I can't remember what the reasons were. But essentially it was just like, oh, we didn't see him before because we wanted to see someone else. This guy knows some paranormal shit, I guess. Oh, of course I'm playing again. Hi there, Dallin. How you doing? I am. Yeah, we're still keeping on. We got Isabella murdered. We didn't get Hannah murdered or eaten by, or like taken over by the house, I guess is her thing. And we've not so far killed Zach, and if we kill Zach, then game over. Game just over. Nope, not happening. Nope, bad. Okie dokie. Well, okay, Isabella's also not actually dead. She's like hanging on for dear life, but not great. Okay. Oh, you guys caught up on the VOD. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so you're all up to date. We're all up to date. What's this? Dizzity. Oh my God, Zach's my sweet boy. Okay. Of all the places, it never crossed my mind that I'd end up wandering into the public library today, considering I rarely ever visited. Somehow, there's always been this kind of disconnect between me and books in general. Sure, some of them held my attention in my youth during the brief times of the day I was left on my own with nothing to do. Went through the whole Grant's collection, as a matter of fact. Read all of them once or twice or thrice even. Wait, oh, you didn't know that Isabella could wind up between alive and dead? Wait, so like there's ones where she's just dead? Oh, that's probably when you just stay at home, huh? That's probably when you just like stay at hisity, huh? Oh, dunk. See, I went to the in-between. I was just like, oh, I do want to see people, but I don't want to go to the office party. Oh, snifflies. But they never did hold it for long. Most of it never even sticked. What? Stuck. It's stuck. Especially after I learned it's simply easier to do things myself if I want to learn stuff. This ain't the plan in the first place. But after Ashton went through the trouble to contact the professor, I just can't ignore it. Nothing but quiet greets me inside, though. Not the typical mum one would associate with the library, but one akin. Oh, mum like mum. But one akin to a hush prior to impending trouble. Or perhaps I'm just overthinking again. I really like to think I'm just thinking too much about this, that this is just the lack of sleep talking. Regardless, apart from a group of students murmuring in a corner somewhere, the place is free of its usual visitors. All while my footsteps echo in a manner unsettling enough to raise the hairs at the back of my neck. Much to my relief, it doesn't take me long to find him, being the only occupant in this side of the room. Professor Andrew Clark. I've never personally met the man, but Ash has spoken highly of him several times. In fact, he's Ash's go-to guy when something's troubling him with a case. My steps are unsure as I approach. At any rate, he greets me with a warm smile like a grandson he hasn't seen in a long time.
Ashton's friend, I take it. Zachary.
Oh, everything's a bit too loud. Oh, these are too loud, huh? Blorp.
You'll have to forgive this old man if I don't get your name right.
Oh, apply.
Oh, no, you got it. It's Zach. Zachary Steele, Professor Clark.
God, all of them got loud, huh? He gestures to the empty seat across the table when he returns to his books. The next couple of minutes pass in relative silence as he continues to read and take notes from the pile he's accumulated on the table. Maybe I should have taken a book first before heading here? But before I can even get far into the idea, the professor clicks the book shut and sets it atop the stack next to him.
Ashton told me you were hoping to get answers from me.
Oh, I've fallen in love with Zach so hard. Zach's my favorite. Zach, like, look, from the beginning, Zach was just the best boy. Zach is best boy. Zach is best boy. I love him.
Although I'm not quite sure what I could share, I'll do my best to help.
Oh, will you? Of course, there are a lot of things I want to ask. How do we get out of this mess is the first among tens, hundreds of concerns in my head. But in the presence of someone I barely know, the thoughts won't easily form. He's nothing but patient, however, and with enough time to mull over, a question finally forms.
Do you believe in the paranormal, Professor?
It's supernatural, actually. Don't worry. It's a common mistake to make. But they really are two different things.
Okay.
The other one deals with what we can't explain at the moment, while the other are things we may not have an explanation to. Here.
He places a couple of papers in front of me, the very same one he was writing on earlier. A study of Luxburn's supernatural culture in a nutshell.
A friend of mine wrote that a few years ago. He took interest in the city after reading about the stories. I have to agree with him here. Even stories dealing with things you don't see with the naked eye can be rife with culture, and this city thrives on it. Just ask the locals.
Like ghosts, for example.
Among other things. The interpretation has changed over the years, though. Various religions, for example, have their own version. It might not always be a spirit now. It could be a memory, or an imprint, an echo, so to speak. Some are born from curses, even. Out of great anger, hatred, or pain.
I like this guy's like, yeah, some of them are just born from curses. That's just a fact I know.
There was this one story. Ah, here it is.
Another book is pulled out of the stack and placed atop the papers. While he speaks with such passion that it makes me wonder if part of him believes these to be true. It is interesting, though, even if I'm personally not a fan of such stories. And soon hours passed without my notice.
In the end, it asked for something to be sacrificed in order to destroy whatever anchors the wraith.
Oh, okay.
A sad tale, that one. But the simplest grudge can bring the ugliest, even in the kindest person, with some people none the wiser.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just went on.
That's okay.
Nah, it's good. Are you familiar with the Ermengarde Mansion, though?
Of course. That goes without saying.
Of course.
Who hasn't heard of the local legend?
Who hasn't heard of the local legend?
Although, word of the mouth is, someone has already bought it.
Ah, yeah. The right couple. It was a close friend who handled that sale.
So I heard. Well, don't think the house being bought by anyone would stop us from talking about it. What is it about the mansion, then?
I just want to ask what you think of it, sir.
What is it about the mansion, then?
We're going to need more than an afternoon for that, young man.
Amy, my favorite mansion.
You see, it's the kind that has changed over the years, passed down from one person to the next. Sometimes, it's the Lord William who haunts the place. There are versions where it's the lady of the house, but my favorite, a personal favorite, would have to be the ones that followed after the disappearance of the kind daughter.
Who's the kind daughter?
Well, what about these, then?
There's a moment of hesitation on my part before I pull out Miss Wright's photos and lay them all in front of him. Unlike Ash, though, the professor inspects each print with great interest. That gives me some hope, at least.
When were these taken?
Creepy boys. Hello, Professor Clark.
Just the other day. Do you think those are the same?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. There were certainly instances when the film would pick up what the human eyes weren't able to see. But then, it could also have been human error.
I didn't edit it in any way. You have my word on that, Professor.
What was that achievement called?
They all just came out like that.
It's called, like, need some advice, prof. Consult with the professor about the photographs.
Then, if it is what you're thinking, I'd strongly advise against doing something reckless and further tangling with them.
I'm going to tangle with them so bad, huh? I'm going to tangle with them so bad, huh?
Accounts about them may be riveting to you, but most of it often ends in an unpleasant manner.
What about those people in the house? If there is something in there, shouldn't they know? I'm sure they're already familiar with the legends, but...
Oh.
Some people might deserve it, however.
Hi, Professor Clark. What are you talking about? All right, fucking divine judgment. What are you talking about?
Deserve what, sir?
All of a sudden, the tenderness in the professor's eyes disappears, his face becoming unreadable. Cool, so we got a murderer on our hands, huh? What are you Okay. As though catching himself, he hastily clears his throat, gathers his books, and rises from his seat.
Professor?
Yeah!
I'm sorry. I just remembered something I neglected to do.
Look at this face! Look at this face! This is like that fucking thing of, what was that game called? LA Noire. This is like the fucking like LA Noire one that people like make jokes about, where it's like, can you tell if this person is lying? And it's just like, oh, I don't know nothing about that. That's what this is! Look at his stupid face! Shut up, what are you talking about?
You'll have to excuse me, Zachary.
Yeah, sure. What are you fucking talking about? Listen, the levels on this are just the worst. Okay. Trick or treat, treats please. This game is a trick. This game is all tricks. Okay.
All right. Do you need any help with that?
Don't let my looks fool you, son. I can still carry a few hundreds. I've been doing this for years.
All right.
I'll see you some other time if you have any other questions.
Can Professor check?
Of course. It was nice knowing you, Professor.
I don't think it was. He doesn't hear it, however. No. Zachary met with Professor Andrew Clark at the library. The professor shared a few of his favorite stories about the city, including a friend's research about its urban legends. When Zach showed how to sort photos, the professor only warned him not to be reckless, and that some people deserve what's coming to them. What the fuck? I actually don't think they ever figured out this guy's secrets in the last playthrough I watched. I mean, he's a creepy boy. In a few short strides, he's out of the library, leaving me and every piece of this whole mess amidst the oppressive stillness. Despite the answers gleaned, more questions surfaced. If there's even a single way out of this, I hope we find it soon. The moon is well into the night sky by the time I make it home. My heavy treads and the sound of traffic outside echoing my ears, filling the empty room with some semblance of life. Nana would scold me if she ever hears me walk like that, but after today I really can't give a damn about everything. He's just a kind old professor, right? Some people kind of deserve what's coming to them. What? Sorry, I hear my mom calling. Bot. Go away! Go away! Go away! The mattress creaks under my weight as I unceremoniously flop down on it. Then I find myself looking into the paper under my grip. An invitation and a request to cover an event. The Wright's housewarming party tomorrow evening. If only it were that easy, but it'll give me a chance to talk to her. About that thing in their house. With a sigh, I let my hand fall to the side of the bed along with the invitation. No, never let your hand fall to the side of the bed. That's where ghosts live. That's where ghosts live. I'll think about it tomorrow, when my head isn't muddled with the thoughts of a headless woman and the haunting smiles of a ghost. Belatedly, it occurs to me the last meal I ate had been one with Ashton. And an empty, gnawing ache makes itself known, but I can't bring myself to stand up. Today was a complete waste of time, and frankly, a disappointment. I don't like this. The lack of certainty, the disquiet, and the lack of stable ground to stand on. The part where I don't know what will come tomorrow. Ever since that damn letter, everything has been thrown out of the loop. I wish everything stayed the same. Routine would have been easier to make sense of than this. Closing my eyes, I let the noise from the streets below lull me to sleep. At the very least, it's the one thing that hasn't changed. So this is after the event? Stop humming! So wait, 29th, so this is... Okay, so this is... It did say the 29th, right? I'm not going crazy. So this is after the party. The party happens, and then this, right? That's what I'm, yeah. The melody carries into the hall long before I cross the threshold. Solemn but gentle and soothing, a reminder of what home is. Yeah, the humming is not great! Humming's not great! Not the biggest fan! Pa's firm but meaningful gaze, Ma's wistful smiles, the warm rays filtering through the eaves at sunset, the distinct smell of wet earth and leaves after a long day's rain in our room. The room. Ma and Pa's pride and joy, a place where we were once promised several springs ago. Yet it won't stop.
No, wait! Come back! I'll be good this time! Please don't leave! Please stay!
The floorboards are cold under my feet, more than it usually is. The walls more forbidding than what I'm used to. Farther and farther the room goes. Ma's singing ceases and Pa. Can't hear Pa. Oh, not again, goddammit. Not above the raucous clanging and deafening roar of gunshots, nor the screams replacing the comforting soft melodies. There's only the blinding fear. When the light breaks... God damn it. Her skin is already taken a sickly pale color, rotten in most parts, blood dripping from every open gash and lesion on her body. Bony hands grip Hannah's neck like a noose, staining the skin underneath with a violent shade of scarlet. Nothing but malice fills the gleam in her eyes. A scream ripples through the air. My whole body feels distant. Every limb heavy with lead, all unable to move at will. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, sorry. Trying to make the... Not even so I can wipe the beads of sweat forming at my temple. The rasping of my breath easily fills the room in the wee hours while I force it back into a steady rhythm. There's a tightness in my chest I can't shake off, my heart pounding against it as if it's about to burst out. Something cold is settled in my legs. Not the usual chill that comes and goes with a passing breeze from the window, but one strong enough to sting, shackle, and leave a frigid sensation creeping up my skin. No, please don't kill Zach! With every struggle I make, the pressure winds itself firmly around my legs. Tighter, 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 until it all becomes too much. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. My heart stops. Another draft sweeps into the room and brings with it the iron tang of blood. Thick, suffocating, filling my nose with a foul, sickening smell as I shift my gaze downwards and it slowly comes into view. No, the master to his grave, its eyes brimming with nothing but madness. I hate it. Ooh, wow, this one's very bad. This one's very bad is the only thing. This one's very bad is the only thing. I mean, they're all not great, but this one's very bad. Yeah, no, she showed up outside the house before, and that's how Isabella died. No, that's how Isabella died. No, wait, Isabella's not dead. But, ooh. That stench of gore taints the air around me, and I can't look away. From it, from the terror and death that her uncanny, twisted features alone scream. I try to open my mouth, to shout, to ask for any help, but my voice has left my body altogether. All I have is the painful realization that no plea will ever save me from her. Let's do this. Bloop. Oh yeah, no, she's not dead, but yeah, got her outside the house. And suddenly the bed dips. Absolutely not! Absolutely not! Absolutely not! Absolutely not! Absolutely not! Oh, I hated that so bad. I hated that so bad. Oh, well, that was the worst day of my life. How's your fucking day? Oops, bad, huh? Pretty bad day, huh? Fuck me, no. The brutal plunge back into myself jerks me awake. There's no ear-splitting scream, no wild thrashing of limbs. Just a painful, constricting awareness that something was wound itself tightly around my neck. I waste no second pulling it, a blanket, away, but allow myself a few minutes to steady my breathing before getting off the bed. This is bad. It's bad. And I hate it. How you doing, hun? Inhale, hold, exhale. 1 step, 2 steps, 3. But the dreams have gotten worse. Ever since 2 days ago, no longer are they small cursory flashes that I'm used to, but vivid ones that linger. I can still feel the blood in my hands, the putrid smell of rotting flesh, the sickening crunch of bones breaking with every movement, and her cold, chilling eyes as they bore into me. This is bad. Oh, it was bad. Hey guys, hey everyone, it's bad. It's bad. I draw in what... That's a very good dog. Oh, the person that was attached to the dog came by and I didn't like that. I draw in one long, ragged breath, and before I know it, I'm walking out the door. Even in the waking world, it reeks. Oh, I hated it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, thanks for clipping it, you rat bastard. That's fair. A bench in the park is far from the most private place for thoughts in Luxburn, considering its location in the heart of a bustling city. But in the early hours of the morning, it provides enough space and quiet for any poor, problematic soul who happens to wander there. Oh, sorry. The city is just waking up, a little later than usual. But knowing what day it is, one can't fault it for being a little tardy on just this once. Yet neither the pleasant morning chill nor the soft twittering of birds does anything to banish the images. Every single one has rooted itself in my head, its claws digging deep in what is no longer a safe place to hide in. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm doing my Dread campaign tomorrow, which I wrote. Dread, just for anyone that doesn't know Dread, Dread is a tabletop RPG, like D&D, but not like D&D at all. It's based on everything being the spookiest. Your characters are built on the day. They will probably die on the day. Everyone's characters will probably die. It's played with a Jenga tower. If you want to do anything, you have to take a Jenga block out and put it on top. If the Jenga tower falls and you made it fall, then your character dies. The campaign is one that I wrote start to end. And for context of what my campaign is like, one of the guys that played it last year, I met up with him today, and I was like, oh, I'm redoing my Dread campaign. He went, really? Great! They're still haunted by it. My friends are still haunted by the things in my brain, which is fair, because I took all of my fears in this world and made them manifest in this game, and now people are subjected to the horrors that I face every day in my brain. Pew, 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 pew. Kind of Call of Cthulhu-esque. Yeah. Except you don't like get reborn. It's just like you're dead, friend. But yeah, no, it is kind of Call of Cthulhu-esque. A lot of the tension comes from the Jenga tower, though, just because, like, you know when you're tense playing Jenga because you're just like, oh, it's gonna fall over and it's gonna make a loud noise and it's gonna be annoying. It's like that, except you're playing it in a dark room with creepy music and only candlelight, and your friend is telling you all of her fears, and her fears are very bad. I'm enjoying the D&D stuff Riverdale's doing right now. I'm not, because I thought we were over it. I thought that we were over.
No, but children can't be exposed to D&D because they go insane and think it's real, and it leads to devil worship. So,
oh my god, I was like, can we not do the thing where we relate D&D to devil worship? Because apparently it's still an actual real problem that people do think of. That people genuinely do think, and that's insanity. It's a fucking game. Don't be a dinkus, the world.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
I'm okay with that.
Take a key and lock him up.
Don't
Lock
do
him
this.
up.
Why you doing it? I hate this. Why are you doing this? All fuck you, children.
London
Ah!
Bridge is falling
It used to be
down,
easy, finding some
falling
pretense of
down,
peace
falling
under the
down.
guise of sheer
London
optimism.
Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Take
The
a
satanic
key
pack is
and
back.
lock him up, lock him up,
Following regular
lock him
routine.
up.
Now,
Take a key and lock
now
him
I don't
up,
know what to make of
my
it.
fair lady.
Sometimes it's easier to run,
London
easier to
Bridge
hide
is
when everything's falling
down,
apart. That
falling
way, you
down,
don't have to be the first to
falling
witness it when it
down.
does.
London Bridge is falling down, my fair
It worked when
lady.
things went bad with the movie,
Take a
after all.
key and lock him up,
It also
lock
worked when
him
Mom
up,
and Pa were
lock
taken
him
from
up.
us.
Take a
Maybe it
key
really
and
is
lock
better
him
if I
up.
just...
Hey, mister.
Hey, mister! Achievement unlocked. Hello, mister! I mean, devil worshippers are fine. Like, Satanism is a fucking... Satanism is fine. People are cool. The fucking Satanists are aight. Well, there's some Satanists that are not aight. But, like, the thing of Satanism is, like, pretty much just, like, be chill to each other. Done. Why do kids in England learn such freaking horrible songs? What's so bad about London Bridge is falling down? Or London's burning, fetch the engines, fire, fire, oh god. And fucking ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, I'll fall down. God, yeah, we do have some nightmares, huh? Kids are creepy bastards. They're like, let's make a creepy song about the horrible atrocities going on around us. God, we're bad at things. Fucking Ring Around the Rosies is just the worst, and I hate it. Okay. The tiny voice gives me a pause. When I look up, a little girl, maybe about 6 or 7, is peering at me. Oh yeah, I know it's a song about the Black Death. Y'all don't worry. Y'all don't worry, I know it. 2 wide eyes overflowing with what can only be the natural curiosity of untypically seasoned children. I vaguely note the Secoretti uniform she's wearing before returning her greeting.
Hey kid.
Kylie.
Kylie?
Major conservative news networks found a Facebook group that wanted to hex Trump, and they're using it to feed their narrative that liberals are violent. I love that shit. I love like witch covens like, oh well, we're just gonna we're just gonna put out that bad juju in the world. We're just gonna put that bad juju out into the world. Like, that's good. I respect this. Hello there, Nigma. How you doing, baby?
That's my name. Oh. Mama said it's rude not to call people by their names.
Well, I didn't know your name until right now.
She then flops down on the empty space beside me. Stranger danger, child. Not for you, for me. I don't know you. Her little legs, still too short to touch the ground, swings in tune with the songs she hums under her breath. Stop it. I don't mind kids, I do. Nana would often invite the ones in our old neighborhood to give them treats. Oh, you can find covens anywhere. Find covens everywhere. Or find ones on the internet, and then they're just like, hey, at this time, at this place, we're gonna do a hex on Donald Trump. And then they're like, all right, done. Oh, do not kill this child. No, she's creepy. I mind kids. Nana would often invite the ones in our old neighborhood to give them treats. Of course, by then, Sis and I were too old to play with them, but you'd get used to the commotion eventually. It's not completely as unpleasant as most people would imply. Hello there, Biv. How you doing, sweetheart? Kylie seems to be a well-behaved kid anyway.
Oh, sorry. Nice to meet you, Kylie. Is Mama here?
No, but my big brother's with me. He's taking pictures with his camera over there.
She points to the far end of the park, the one closest to the street where a kid is taking shots of something above him. It doesn't look to be birds because all there is on that side of the park are buildings.
I don't see what's so interesting with the tip of a building, though. I'd take pictures of dogs if I were him. They're cuter.
They're
cuter. Do you have a camera too, mister?
Yeah, I'm actually a photographer.
Mama said I'm too young to get a camera.
I'm sure your mama will eventually give you one. But won't you be late for school like this?
Big brother will get us there on time. Rowan promised Papa.
Okay.
I'm going to be late. It's sports day. So it's not good if you keep looking like that today. If it ends up raining and we lose, it's your fault.
Jesus Christ, girl.
All right, I'll try not to upset the clouds today, kid.
Is it because you're sick, mister?
What the fuck, kid? No! Before I know it, a smile spread over my face. These are two very different people. I'm like, why do you think I'm sick? Are you trying to fucking jinx me, you little bitch? Oh. They say kids ask the toughest questions sometimes, and they sure do with how sincere Kylie looks. Lying feels like doing her a huge disservice.
No,
I know.
not sick.
Okay, yeah, okay, she's young and it's fine. Okay, whatever.
Just having a very, very bad day.
Spooky.
Why is that? Is
Oh, yeah.
that like when my big brother ate all of my pudding?
Bastard.
He did that once and then cried. It wasn't very nice of him.
Yeah, I think so. You see, there's this mean girl. She's given my friends and I a lot of trouble. Hard to keep up when things are like that, you know? Especially when you can't do anything.
Her giant eyes are the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's kind of scary. Makes you wish things would just stay as peaceful as they used to be.
Maybe she just wants to be friends with you?
She goes to the same school Becky teaches.
I highly doubt that. She already hurt one of my friends.
What if she's just sad? Or maybe she just wants help. That's what happened with Melody. I let her borrow my crayon when she left hers. Now we're playmates.
It's not really the same thing, Kylie.
Yeah, this bitch is like, she's smiling and she wants to do us harm.
What she did, they're pretty bad things.
I still think there's another reason. Did you try talking to her? That's what Mama said I should do.
I don't think that'll work either.
Oh, we're gonna have to try and talk to the ghost at some point, and I don't like that.
You haven't even tried yet. You sound like Rowan. You're just
Rowan's a
scared,
cunt.
mister.
I hate Rowan. That strikes a chord. Maybe it's the honesty in her tone, or simply the truth of the words itself. I don't know why, but I can't help it. Oh, actually, no. Let's do a seance. Okay. Loud enough to disturb an elderly couple taking a leisurely walk nearby.
Why are you laughing?
That's nothing. You're a really smart kid, you know that?
That's what I've been doing, ain't it? Go full speed ahead and then backtrack when the going gets tough. Stay in my safe zone, because that's what I know. Once, Dr. Navarro said that I should be the first one willing to deal with my problem before anyone else. I didn't show up for our next appointment after that, but he's right. Though I hate to admit it, knowing what I've seen, but the kid makes a good point, too. I've been so caught up with thinking there might not be a way out. Maybe there isn't, maybe there is, but that doesn't mean I should just leave it up to fate. Aren't spirits supposed to be humans before, too? Have people they cared about lived a life of their own, smiled and laughed like... have people they cared about lived a life of their own, smiled and laughed like the rest of us does? What? Like the rest of us do, probably, huh? Do they really lose it all after death?
You better get to school, though, or you'll miss sports day. You should have won yourself some awards, alright?
Alright. Can I show it to you when I do? That can cheer people up, right?
In the distance, her brother calls for her, and I took that as a sign to leave. Got things to do, to face. The first few steps, they say.
Nah, I'm good now, I think. Thanks to you. Besides, Mister needs to go. But you should show it to Mama and Papa. I'm sure they'll be proud of you, Kylie.
I will. Thanks, mister. Bye.
Bye! I give her a little pat on the head before heading my way. A small gesture of thanks from a stranger she didn't know she might have helped. She may not understand it now, even though at a young age she already has this understanding of things, but maybe when she's older. When the world no longer seems too big for
But
her.
aren't you going to help me, mister?
No, the voice got creepy, we can't see her. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's gonna get so bad. It's gonna get so bad.
With what?
Oh, it's gonna be so bad. No. It's gonna be very bad. It's gonna... I don't like the... Confuse the glass back. Oh, bad. Okay, it's not the worst. It's not the worst, but it's still bad. It's not the worst, but it's still bad. It's not the worst, but it's still... Oh, no, my face is in front of it. You can't fucking see, rat bastards. No, you get a fucking eyeful of this. Ah! No! Put me right here. No! Okay. Whatever cheer our little talk has brought has vanished under the shadows suddenly dancing in my eyes. The frigid air is most definitely not how the morning chill should feel like. Bitter, stinging, unwelcoming. Wait, what's the wind saying? The wind says things, but I can't make this one out. And the kid.
What do you think, mister? Are you going to help me? What do you think, mister?
What do you want from us?
Response never comes, however. Because when I blinked, gone.
Hello? Mister? Are you okay?
For several passing seconds, I let my stare linger on her face, waiting for any sign of another change. But all that remains in there is the carefree smile of a child. None of the spite, none of that cold, bloody smile.
Nothing. I really need to go, Kylie. It was nice meeting you.
See you again, mister!
No, I did. I clicked away so I didn't have to hear the laugh. Fuck you. Fuck your...
Oh, no.
Zachary's nightmares became worse with each passing day. To help clear his mind of unwanted images, Zach took a visit to the park. There he met Kylie Suarez, a precious young girl studying at Setcaretti. We're not gonna mention the other thing, huh? I break into a run. That's not his voice. I don't look back, not even as I bump into a couple of passers-by as soon as I'm out of the busy streets. Going insane, this is what it is. I don't like that your internet keeps freaking out when freaky things happen. If we don't do something soon, we all will be. The tremors follow me even as I get home. I hoped a little stroll around the block for a few hours would help. Instead, I'm assaulted with more images of her. Her smile, the loathing in her eyes, the stench of gore, the horrid crunch that comes with every movement she makes. Oh no. I'm sitting on something that's very sore. Okay. Oh, there's definitely a ghost hunting the internet of myth. The word crunch, crunch. Even old memories have been sullied by her. Maz no longer sounds as sweet as it meant to be. In the end, all I got is a sinking feeling I'll never be rid of her image, and another ridiculous idea that may or may not even work. The sun is already hanging low on the horizon when I make it back, and for the first time, coming home feels more like a chore. Only I didn't arrive to an empty room. No, what? Because as soon as I opened my door, I'm greeted by none other than...
Sup, Z-Man?
Okay, it's fine. No, we good, we fine. I'm dying. Whatever proverbial stone has made a home in my pit, made a home in the pit of my stomach, automatically flies right out the window at the sight of Ashton. Aww. Sitting comfortably on my couch, munching a bag of chips, both feet propped atop the coffee table. Common sense dictates I should throw him out. Any person of a right mind would. But like many other things I've gotten accustomed to, I simply take it all in stride. He's such a good boy! Okay. I never did bother turning him away the first time to begin with.
Ash, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me Z-Man? And stop breaking into my apartment! Call the cops on you, but doing that feels like a joke in itself because you are one.
I didn't. You gave me a key the last time I did that, remember?
Oh my god.
After the last one you broke, I can't keep replacing the knob just because you think it'd be amusing to lockpick the hell out of it. And hey, is that my...
Ash smirks at me because, of course, he has the gall to smirk knowing what he did. He pops in what is very likely the last piece of chip into his mouth and folds the wrapper neatly on the table before throwing it on the nearby trash. Behind me, the television starts blaring the music for the end credits of a movie. He's likely been waiting for a while, and if he's gotten impatient enough to rummage through my cupboards and watch something.
You ate all of it! I was saving that one for the weekend.
I'll replace it.
You will not!
What exactly is this about? I know I said some real weird things the other day. If this is still about that, I'm not taking it back.
Ashhole.
It wasn't just a trick of the eye.
In an instant, he sits up, every trace of amusement gone from his face. He clasps his hand in front of him and leans forward. A minuscule gesture meant to ease, yet the grim expression on him tells a different story altogether. No, I don't want her to be dead.
No, you're right.
Okay.
There really are some odd things going on here lately.
I hope Isabella's not dead.
Wait, what? Did I just hear you say that?
I'm not kidding, Zach.
You believe in ghosts?
Speaking of the other day, did you meet with Andrew last time?
He said some really weird shit.
Yeah, at the library. He was...
What did he say about the photographs?
Huh? Oh, there's no guarantee it's a supernatural thing. It doesn't always happen, so that's a dead end right there. Now that I think about it, bothering that guy for this feels pretty silly now. But with the dreams lately...
That's all? Did he say anything about the damn letter at all? Did you ask him even?
I pause, glancing at him skeptically. I don't know where this sudden curiosity is coming from. Is it because the fucking letter has the same help me thing written that the serial killer does? Because maybe we should have strung that together before, you weirdo. But if Ashton, calm, cool, collected, always logical Ashton, takes interest in this, something or someone must have fucked shit up somewhere. Or the world's ending. Seconds pass. The apocalypse I'm expecting to go along with it doesn't arrive, however.
Yeah, that's really everything. The letter kind of slipped my mind. The photos were more important at that time.
That makes sense. If Isabel didn't get hurt, you'd be more skeptical right now. That makes sense.
There was some stuff about the local horror stories, though. Talked about the curses, and he was really fascinated with the story about a wraith asking for a sacrifice to move on.
And then he said that some people deserve bad shit to happen to them, so that was weird.
Kinda nasty if you ask me. But it does make sense if you simply go along with it. I'm not sure how this will help in the grand scheme of things. Why are you asking about this anyway?
Becca's been saying weird things lately.
I don't like that!
Weird like...
Same kind of weird Isabella says.
Alright, bro, stop right there. I thought you didn't believe in this stuff.
I still don't, but even Rebecca, out of all people, claims there's something. Whatever this is, someone has got to look into it.
Ooh.
Everything about this screams shady.
What did Rebecca see? When do we get to be Rebecca? Wait, ooh. When do we get to be Rebecca? Oh, we're Marianne next, then Rebecca, then Ashton, then Luke. Ooh, I don't like that word Luke last. Don't like that. Ugh, I don't want to place Luke. Okay.
Are you sure you even have the time? Ain't you busy with your current case?
Oh yeah, I hate this.
I got taken off that one this morning.
Ooh, girl.
Didn't you say you were getting closer to...
Apparently, the higher-ups think I'm doing a horrendous job at it. It doesn't matter, though. If these two cases are connected like I initially thought, then regardless, I'm on the right track. Have you seen the news this morning?
Yeah, how the fuck? Okay. Ooh, man burned after room catches on fire. Boop. He grabs the remote and cycles through numerous channels until he gets to a news report about another guy who was found dead in the early hours of the morning. Burned alive this time. Oddly, no fire has spread and whatever damage has been contained within the place the body was found. The room itself, however, has been completely vandalized. Help me. Help me. Help me. Another murder, the authorities claimed. If only they knew.
You think this is...
I don't know what to think, Zach.
Don't know what to think, Zach. He rises from his chair and begins pacing the length of the room, lacing his fingers roughly through his hair.
I just know there's something. There must be. There has to be. Fuck!
Well, you do have something in mind, I'm sure.
Swear jar.
A plan?
Put it in the swear jar.
Come on, Ash, you're good with that.
I do. I'm just not sure if I'll get anything out of it.
Well, a plan is better than no plan at all, ain't it?
Almost too sudden, he swivels on his heel, and after a passing moment, I thought he was gonna shout at me. Instead, Ash simply flops back down on the couch, crosses his arms over his face, and releases his long, ragged breath. His voice comes out smaller, closer to a whisper when he speaks again.
I should have looked into this when she was still here. Maybe none of this would have happened if I did.
I mean, maybe. Sorry, no. There it is. No need to ask who her is. Every should've, could've, would've. All our frustrations in one statement, while all we can do is cope. Ooh. Okay, this is very much like what tone of voice we do. Okay, make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else is kind of, because like that one could be like you make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else, you fucking dweebus, or you can do this, make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. And the bottom one could be is that you're not the only one stuck in this, we're in this together. Or it could be you're not the only one stuck in this, douche lord. What's the tone?
You ain't the only one stuck in this mess, you know.
Okay, well that's the exact opposite of the version I wanted it to be, huh? No. I thought it was gonna be like, I was hoping it was like, no, we're all in this together. We're all in this together, and you know who we are. We're all stars, and you see. Fine.
Rebecca and I are still here.
See, that's what I thought the other one was gonna be. That's what I thought the other one was gonna be.
Don't count Isabella out yet. No matter what the doctor said, I want to believe she'll pull through. We'll manage one way or another.
Don't make it sound so easy. We have no idea what we're dealing with here.
I ain't saying it will be, but we gotta do something, yeah? Make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else.
See, a lot of these are very much like intonation. Like, how are you saying? Like, are you saying this in a dick bag way, or are you saying this in a cool, we're all in this together, and you know how we'll stand hand in hand, make our dreams come. Wildcats in wind, throw your hands up in the air, wildcats everywhere. Okay, this thing. None of it reaches his eyes, but it's a start. We've got to start picking up the piece somewhere, and I'll hope everything will turn out for the better at some point. And Ash, well, frustrations aside, I've always preferred taking matters into his own hands. However, a little reminder that there are other people with him won't hurt. That's what I thought the other one would be.
You have a point.
I always do. You just don't listen.
If he minds the bluntness of my words, he doesn't show it. Little by little, things begin to look up, if only for a short while. Ash leaves mere minutes close to sundown. At least you can say it and loud as much as you want. Like, I don't like doing it, but like, it's one of those ones someone's like, that's not what I meant, that's not how I meant it. He said little until then, not even a hint of what he's aiming to do after. Well, it ain't my business to know. His whole reticent attitude on the matter gnaws at me. At this hour, the streets are once again busy with people heading home after a hard day's work. Little of the bustle matters to him as he steps out the crowded walkway, however. There's only his goal in his mind, and I'd wager there's nothing I can do to stop him at this point. He probably decided on it long before he made the decision to drop by. But despite this, he lags behind.
What's wrong, Ash?
His mouth opens and closes, but whatever he wants to say is lost in the clamor of traffic outside.
Is there something I can do?
No, just say where you are.
I can't do that. No can do, Ash. Ask me anything but that. No way in hell I'm gonna pretend there ain't a problem when there is. This is a really big one, and I'll be damned if I let anything happen to you guys while I sit here. I'm done running when things get tough.
What? You think you have a better plan?
Who knows if it's better? At least it's something.
If all this is going to do is put you in danger, then I'd rather you not do anything at all. I never want to wake up to that kind of thing again. Finding out one of my friends was left for dead in the middle of the street.
I got confused between the two of them. I was just like, oh,
Did you wake up to a ghost seize on your belly too? 'Cause I did.
I woke up to a ghosty on my belly.
But no, he's talking about the time when Isabella was like near dead, huh? He's talking about that, not the ghosty on my belly. Okay.
One person is enough.
This is still better than having no other course of action, yeah?
He's about to argue for a moment, but...
Look, bro, if things ain't good, I'll be the first one out. But allow me this one thing, aight? Just this one time.
I like Zachary. I love Zachary. He's just like, look, you know if it gets spooky, I'm a bail. I'm a bail like, your ass gonna be in the dust. I'm gonna be a trucking on a this way. And I like that.
Well, I suppose Kylie. I love my little voice. It's also the start of the nerd voice. You just make it go up a little instead of down. Well, 2 voices for the price of 1.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out, you'll be the first one to know. You can laugh then, or berate me all you want, but please don't ask me to step aside like I'm incapable of doing anything to help.
I have no idea if it's the look on my face or the tone of my voice. Ultimately, although his mouth presses into a thin line, he nods.
Do what you want.
All right.
If you can check in with Rebecca, I'd appreciate it.
When he stumbles onto the sidewalk and allows the afternoon crowd to swallow him whole, I like to think the tiny gleam in his eyes is the closest we get to optimism in this situation.
Journal time! Oh, look at this grumpy-faced boy! Look at this grumpy-faced boy! Ooh, look at this lovely boy! Ooh, look at this boy!
Upon returning to his apartment, Zachary was greeted by Ashton. Now, suspicious of what's happening, Ashton informed Zach he'll try and get to the bottom of this. He also warned Zach not to act rashly. Whether that alone will be enough to give me a peaceful sleep tonight remains to be said.
I don't want to wake up with a ghost on my belly today, please.
This is like 2 days later, huh? Oh no, it's the next day. Never mind, it's the next day. It's the next day. How can we know that I'm not possessed by the ghost? Wink! Don't know what that was. Don't know what that was, but wink! Night falls, and despite my best attempts, sleep continues to elude me. With her image still stuck in my head, flashing every few moments, it catches me off guard. Ma's lullaby still echoing in my ears, no longer the soft tune it once was. The terrible gnawing at the pit of my stomach, it's no wonder I can't bring myself to drift off for even a little while. It's not as if there's complete lack of things to do while waiting for sleep to come, if it ever will. And at 2:45 in the morning, I find myself cleaning my photography equipment, no other reason, just to pass the time. I don't like that we've got this view. I don't want... Please don't come crawling over his shoulder. Please, you're such a beautiful boy and I love you. Please don't get hit by a demon. Though if I'm going to be honest, it's not the night terrors that are keeping me wide awake tonight, but the anxiety and the hope that I'll hear from Ash soon. And for what's perhaps the 42nd time, my eyes shift over to the end of the table where my phone lies still. Not heard from him since he left. He hasn't promised to call, of course, but a small part of me wishes he would have the common sense at very least. Okay, we do get to be Ash. Okay, I was just like, wait, I don't remember it saying that we can be Ash. Maybe he dead. Okay, no. Okay, he's not dead because we're gonna be him. He can't be dead because we're gonna be him. I deeply relate to Zach's poor sleep management. I sometimes get little bouts of what you call it? What's anti-sleepy boy? What's anti-sleepy boy? Insomnia. There you go. Anti-sleepy boy. Insomnia. But it's not. No, I was gonna say it hasn't happened for a while. It hadn't happened for a while before the other night when I was so sick and everything was so bad and I just couldn't go to sleep at all. And I was just like, oh, I was just the grumpiest asshole. Fortunately, I broke his sleep already, everything. So she like was asleep during my like, fuck you broken, for no reason. Because like she was just there and she breathed one time and I was like, oh, it's your fault I can't sleep because I'm an asshole when I'm not able to sleep. Oh, lordy. Insomnia boy. He hadn't promised to call, which is the other common sense. Waiting is a tough game, with the concerns stretching out the minutes far longer than usual. It's impossible for more unpleasant thoughts not to enter my mind. Moreover, it does not help that when the clock finally strikes 3... Yeah, that's what I didn't want! This is what I didn't want! This is what I didn't want! My hand stills. It'd be a complete and utter lie. Ooh, what part of your body is that? What part of your body is that? Yo, what part of your body is that, though? Oh, don't be this. Don't be this! It'd be a complete and utter lie to say my heart didn't leap straight into my throat for that brief second. My whole body has gone motionless, ears straining for any further sounds. I can hear some sounds! A couple of tense seconds pass. Nothing. Of course, with how the old building I'm staying in, power fluctuations ain't nothing new. Yeah, there's a hand. No, I'm not talking about the hand. I'm not talking about this bit. I'm talking about this bit. What's this bit? Like, is that all body? What's this? Why is there a cup? What? Part of her body just ain't that. That's too tall. That looks like too tall, right? Oh, I hate this. Every now and then this would happen, leaving a few tenants in a rather bad mood. I'm in a 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 bad mood. Nothing unusual anymore after a few years of living here. Nothing unusual! By this time, the sudden hush brings with it a stillness that raised the hair at the back of my neck and set my heart beating hard against my chest. No, she's not wearing clothes. She's not wearing clothes. She's not wearing clothes, I don't think. She's just naked and terrifying. Something reeks in the air. In an instant, this place is no longer home. It's a prison. Every rational fiber in my being screams at me to leave. I force myself to swallow and keep a clear head as I lay down on my cleaning tools. I begin gathering the rest of my things scattered about the table. The camera's body, lenses, filters, diffuser, phone, anything my hand could reach, but in the resulting panic, Ooh, no, stop with the humming! It's the scent that reaches me first, a foul, putrid smell filling my lungs like that with the heavy stink of death. My fingers clamp tightly to the camera, holding it closer to my body as if the tiny thing could provide enough protection to whatever is with me in the room. Please don't take a picture and then I see the picture. It won't, but it's the only comfort I have. And knowing that whoever she is, she had once been human. Perhaps not all of it is gone. Oh, we gotta try and talk to her? Perhaps some of it is still there.
Hello? I know you're in here. What do you want?
I don't like that. Something moves behind me, a soft scuttling over the walls, followed by the squelch and painful creaking of what can only be rotten flesh and broken bones. Without hesitation, I whirl around, my fingers and camera ready, patiently waiting for another movement. Oh! I don't want to go through this bit again. Yeah, overwrite.
I can help you. Whatever it is that keeps you here, I can help. That's what the letter's for, ain't it? You don't have to keep taking people's lives.
I don't trust this. I don't trust this. I don't trust this. I feel like I'm gonna press it. It's gonna be a pause and I go. There's a brief moment of silent after, and for a short while, I think my pleas worked. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. I'm sweating so much. I'm sweating so much. I'm sweating so much. This is why I don't wear long sleeves. I'm sweating so much. Okay. With no warning, the shuffling resumes, and along with it are the sobs of a woman. Oh, I don't like this. Oh. I'm gonna poop. I'm just gonna poop. It's fine. I wish I was died. The light flashes fleetingly one last time, allowing me a glimpse of her grotesque, misshapen features before it's once again lost in the darkness. No, not again! All of a sudden, her tune changes. No longer a soft cry, but a high-pitched shriek brimming with pain, grief, and anger. Every ounce of courage I've mustered flees from my body at the sound. And the next thing I know, my hand's gripping the knob and I'm wrenching the door open. Her wails follow me as I flee into the night. Pacing has always been more of Ashton's thing than mine. When I want to think, I sit and let the minutes tick by until an idea comes to my mind or my pulse settles down. And yet dried leaves and twigs crack under my shoes as I make another pass at them. Terror is too mild to describe what this is. In no way in hell am I going back. Whatever she is, pleading won't work. The moment we saw that letter, she's been after us. Is that the British use of the word knob? I don't think so, probably.
But I can't run. Not this time.
I beg to differ. Just keep running. Nearly 2 hours have gone by since I left the comfort of my room for the solitude of the park. 2 excruciating hours since I've started making calls. No one's answering. Not even Rebecca, who always keeps her phone line open in case other people need her. It does not help that Ash hasn't said a word where he went off to as well.
Damn it! I knew I should have asked him before I let him leave.
Knowing him, he can be anywhere. But there's really only one place he'll likely be at this time. The sun has already peeked over the horizon when I make it to the mansion. Yeah, go towards the mansion, you dweebus! Oh, why are we going to the mansion? Why are we going there? Okay. I have no idea what I'm expecting to see when I got here. There's Ashton first and foremost. A part of me wishes my assumptions are correct, that he's somewhere close by on a stakeout. But I've never been the lucky sort when it comes to that kind of guessing. And even after I've made a round of the immediate vicinity, I could find neither hide nor hair of him. Calling him does no good either, considering how awful the signal here is. He can't be too far if he's really here, but if he is, he would have already noticed me by now. Instead, there's only silence. The kind too quiet to find any sort of comfort in. And the trees seem to have fallen asleep with the rest of the mansion, oblivious to what's happening around it. A small island of stillness in the otherwise fast-paced world. No wonder the whole of Ansem feels at odds with the rest of Luxborn. While the city is alive, growing each minute, breathing every second, and pulsating with life, the village remains unmoving. Look, this is a bad game. I'm dying. Unchanged. It's not surprising the legend still lives up to this day, and why she's still here, walking its hallowed halls. And beyond me, the mansion looms ominously. But now isn't the time for fear. If Ash is still not here, I've got to let the Wrights know what I've seen, what's in their home. And whatever grievance Ash has with them, it doesn't matter. There might be grounds for imprisonment, but they don't deserve a brutal death at the hands of one malicious spirit. I'm sure Isabella would want the same thing. I'd set straight for the door without a second thought. So what day is this? Stop ringing! Stop ringing! Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So this is October 30th, which is the day after. The day after she sees the Miss Wright sees the thing, or after Hannah sees the thing. Okay. It takes a few rings, a lot of rings, and the sound loud above the foreboding stillness before I hear footsteps on the other side.
Gordon Bennett, only a Nazi would knock at such an ungodly hour.
Fuck off, Luke. So this is the day after Hannah was like, I'm leaving, and then saw a spooky thing, and then might not be leaving because her husband was like, I'm here for you, darling, which I don't like. Oh, I hate Luke so much. I don't want to see him again. He's gonna fucking be a racist piece of shit at you again. You know this. You know he's gonna be a racist piece of shit. Just leave him in the house to die.
Where's that damn butler when I need him?
Why has he got so much, like, dark energy around him? Why he got a lot of dark energy around him, huh? Oh God, kill me. Seething would be a complete understatement to describe him. Like this, I've got no doubt why Ash would find him a suspect.
You? How the hell did you get in here?
Please don't be racist at me.
What in seven hells do you want?
I don't like the dark aura around him. That's spooky.
It's bloody 6 in the morning!
Yeah, okay, if it was 6 in the morning and someone was knocking at my door, I would also be pissed. That's fair. Honestly, this is fair. Everything else about him, not fair. Idiot, asshole, fuckhole.
Listen, sir, I know this is not a good time.
Don't be racist at me.
Oh, it's not a good time. Did you even check the clock before coming here? I bet you didn't.
How are you wearing a suit at 6 a.m.?
Unlike you, the ones living in this house need to sleep.
Wearing a suit at 6 a.m.
Come back when people are actually awake, or I'll call security on you.
Before I can get a word in, he slams the door in my face and bolts it shut with much finality.
Wait, sir, you gotta hear me out. You're both in danger if you stay in there. Have you seen the news lately? Everything's not a coincidence.
Only silence answers me. Maybe if it had been Mrs. Wright, or Miss Wright, it's a sleeping suit. It's like Barney Stinson. Oh yeah, oh no. Oh, but jeepa, fuck tits, god damn it.
Oh, thank you so much for the donation, undesirable. Oong.
God damn it. This is the fucking Ismay sound. I shouldn't be scared by my own sound.
Wow, but thank you so much. Oong.
There are limits to how far a person will believe you. I mean, yeah, fair. Then again, I didn't believe Isabella when she warned us. And now I'm here, desperately trying to save people, even if I'm aware it's completely out of my capacity to do so. Is this what they call karma? If so, it's one horrible way of turning things around. Taking people's lives, playing with people's fears, making them feel useless.
You're around, ain't you?
You didn't hear
here? Inside this house?
Did you not hear the moi? Oh no, do you not hear the moi? Oh no, that's bad. No, you have to, no, because if I hear it, you guys are supposed to be able to hear it. That's how the desktop audio works.
Listening, watching, or whatever it is that you spirits do? What did they do to you? I can help you, you know? If it'll
Okay,
let you
good.
move on, I'll gladly do so. You don't have to kill anyone.
Okay, other people heard it, that's fine, okay. I was like,
No, my thing.
nothing. I don't know who I'm talking to or if a sane person is supposed to be doing that. The only thing I got after is a feeling of foolishness washing over me. Or perhaps this is just me losing my mind. Out of other options and any other ideas, I let my hands slide off the door's surface and fall listlessly to my sides. I can go back to Luxburn, try and find the others. Try to get out of this mess with them, or let them know how much in deep shit we all are. Both sound good. Either way, my loitering here isn't helping at all. I let the quietness calm me for a few more minutes before standing up and heading out to fetch my bike. It's quite a distance to Luxbourne, but if I hurry, I'll reach it in maybe... The rustling stops soon as I turn around and strain my ears for any other movement around me.
Yo, Ash, you there?
No answer. No! If he is here, and I've just missed him earlier. Already my feet are moving in search of him for the second time. Won't hurt to double check. Triple check, even. With how big the property is, he could be anywhere. If things ain't so urgent, and they ain't so dire that lives are at stake, I'd probably have just waited for him to show up again.
But damn it! He needs to realize what exactly it is he's dealing with.
It's not just a petty criminal he can simply throw in jail. That's something beyond that is something beyond the authority his police badge could ever give the authority his police badge could ever give him. The guy needs to stop playing the big damn hero, sit down and chill. My breathing comes in short, shallow rasps by the time I make it back to where I started. Still no sign of him, and I'm beginning to think I'm just wasting my time here. That's when I hear it! I'd recognize that melody in a heartbeat. Ma's favorite song. Your mom's favorite song is the creepiest thing I've ever heard. I listen for a while, trying to gauge where exactly from the house it's coming from. My feet start moving before I can stop them. And there, as I circle a corner, from a room on the first floor. A single window is open, but I can't make out whoever's inside. However, I'm sure the singing comes from there. Still, why I hear an old tune here of all places I won't know. It's not an obscure song by all means, but it's pretty rare to find someone who knows this. And for some reason, death seems to follow this song around. One of the worst humming things is from... Oh, I need to find it. I'm using it for my Dread game. I use it for my Dread game because I hate it so much. It'll be in... Other Dread. It'll be in Other Dread. It's from Pan's Labyrinth. This is the worst humming of all time. No. Nope. Bye. Bye. Hate it. Bye-bye. Okay. Good. Panic lodges itself at the base of my throat at once. Whoever's humming might be... I don't want to be the pessimist now, but on the off chance that it's Miss Wright.
Shit.
I should just barge in there. Good instinct. I can put myself in danger before I can save anyone. What? Ash will tell me so in the exact same words. Might even write me a dissertation why it's a bad idea if he ain't so lazy. Damn it. God damn it. No, we're not gonna open the window! Right, we cannot go in. We cannot go in, right? 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 No, we cannot go in, right? There's no way in hell that going towards the creepy humming is a good thing. Have you seen Hereditary? No, I'm not opening. The window's already open. No, we cannot go in after the humming. Look, hey, fuckos. Zach is the only one I care about. Zach is the only one I care about. This is the only one that if we go and do a different thing and like he dies, then we're going back because I don't care. Like everyone else, I'll let die, even if it makes me sad. This boy, we're not letting him die. We are not letting this boy die. He's too good. He deserves to live. No, fuck you. Fuck you, we're not going in. Fuck you, we're not going in. Fuck you, we're not going in. Yeah, death follows the song. Yeah, it's my mom's favorite dude. And you know what? My mama dead. Mama dead. No, death follows the song. Death follows the song. Leave forever. Remember when Ash was just like, hey, don't do the fucking stupid, don't do anything stupid, and we're like, promise? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Fuck you. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The half that spent too much time around Ash. It's right, though, the reasonable part. If I do force my way in and find something unpleasant, how am I going to fight back? With my camera? No matter where you look at it, it's simply asking for a painful death.
I have a better chance if I find Ash. Why is he snooping about?
Absolutely not. Perhaps I should try the forest. Make a round farther into the gardens. Not a sound plan, but it's better than nothing. Oh, what if it's outside now? Okay. The woman's soft sobs have subdued now by some means. Right, we didn't go into the basement when there was some woman crying and we lived. Remember when we were Hannah and there was a woman crying in the basement and we're like, fuck you, no. And we didn't go in and then we lived. Almost inaudible to the point where I'm wondering if I truly heard what I heard. Oh, I thought it was more humming. I didn't get to dwell much on it, though, because right at that moment, my phone rings. The sharp notes cutting, piercing through the thick quietude. Okay. I clap a hand over it, pressing the button before the speakers are close to my ear.
Are you?
Not again! I only caught the tail end of the person's greeting on the other side, but I know the voice well enough.
What was that, Ash? Could you repeat that? Signal shitty here.
I asked, where are you?
I'm here.
Hell, Zach, I've been calling your number for a good 20 minutes now. What kind of shithole did you get into?
Good morning to you,
Nothing.
too. I should be asking you that question. I've been looking all over the mansion for you. I thought you'd be...
What mansion?
Yeah,
Do I
why?
really need to answer that?
Why are you even... No, wait. Just get your ass here at Isabella's place, and hurry.
Jeez. We're not gonna go into fucking... Oh, I shift my gaze to the mansion, specifically at the window I heard the cries from. There's nothing of it now, not even echoes.
How urgent is this?
We're not going into that motherfucking room! Did we see what was there? No.
Pressing enough for you to stop asking questions and get yourself here. Please, Zach.
That gives me a pause. It's a rare thing for him to take on that tone. Last I heard him speak like that, a friend ended up fighting for her life in the hospital. Now she's in a coma.
I'll be there in a few. An hour or two, tops.
Thanks. I'll see you.
I rush back to my bike as soon as the call ends. Without another look, I leave the mansion along with its haunting melodies and grim echoes behind. Do we want me to go and see what it would have been? Do we want me to load and see what it would have been? A terrified Zachary went looking for Ashton in the Ermagerd mansion, but to no avail. He also tried to warn Luke Wright about the spirits as he's supposedly living in the house, but was simply turned away. As he was about to give up, he received an urgent call from Ashton, ordering him to head straight for Salem Well residences. Yes, oh, fuck you all. Why did I ask? Why did I ask? Why did he ask? I should just not do it so I don't have to, because I know you assholes are gonna be like, yeah, go in the spooky room, Ismay. Fuck you. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Okay. I can search for Ash, but what if it's too late by then? With how big this place is, it can be anywhere, and it's likely by the time we come back, someone's already bit the dust. With that, the cries grow louder against my ear as the longer I linger. Almost impossible to ignore, drawing me like a moth to a flame. Yeah, that's a great man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point, when you're just like, oh, it draws me like a moth to a flame, you're like, well, that could only end well. Moths and flames go hand in hand. For a moment, I let myself shudder, shaking the uneasy feeling off my head. It can't be a good idea, not by a long shot. Still, I gotta try. I hate you all. Funnily enough, for a couple of high-profile rights, they don't seem to have any security detail. A few guards here and there, sure, but one would expect they'd have more considering the size of the place. Works to my advantage, so I can't really complain when there's a high chance I might get arrested. Luckily, the window's wide enough for me to fit through without making noise, and there's no going back now. Great. But as soon as I step into the parlor, all of it ceases, when I find no trace of the woman I heard crying like I'm expecting to. The room is still empty at this time in morning, and I'm left standing awkwardly in the middle of the hush. Maybe she's just hid somewhere.
Hello? Are you here? I heard someone earlier, and I'm here to help.
Hoping for an answer, I let the question hang in the air. Several seconds merely go by without a word or the slightest movement to indicate that there's someone in here. Has been here. With the stories I've heard, the things I've seen, it takes effort to keep my brain from going to that line of thought. Oh, the scene is torturingly long and mildly spoilery. Oh no, wait, no, I don't want to get spoiled for things. Okay, how about I do this? When we're done with the game, I'll kind of go back and do a bunch of very bad options, you know? What if when I'm done with the game, I go back and do a bunch of very bad options? So it won't spoil us for the game. And yeah. If you don't watch too much of it, it should be fine. No, because we'd have to do a bunch of it, right? We'd have to do it. No, that's what we'll do. We'll go, when we're done with the game, we'll go back and do a bunch of very, very bad things and just watch people die. That sounds like fun. Huh? Dinguses. You assholes. God damn it. The more important things than my own curiosity and impulses. Okay, backtrack. shit! We're right on to Marianne. Oh shit, wow. Okie dokie. We're on to Marianne now.
She's born on the 14th of July. She's 5'11".
Ooh, she's so tall.
Interior designer, former architect, Irish, Roman Catholic, Bachelor of Arts, likes chocolate, cats, classical arts, country music.
Aww. 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 Board games, video games. Yes, girl! Karaoke, board games, video games, anime, and other obscure pop culture items. Yoga. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Marianne. You sound like my kind of bitch, girl. Bitch, you sound like my kind of bitch, girl. Girl? Hey. Hey, girl. Left in a dumpster. Left in a dumpster. Trash baby. She's a trash baby. Trash baby. I knew there was a reason I didn't change it. Trash baby. Trash baby. Trash baby. Okay. Also, this is what happens in Ireland when there was no availability for anyone to get abortions. It was shit. Allow abortions in your fucking country, you ingrates. What are you talking about? Left in a dumpster as a baby, otherwise you get dumpster baby. Dumpster. Trash baby. Okay. She was found by a peddler and spent most of her childhood roaming the countryside in a beat-up van. What? Her father taught her how to read, write, and pray. Through an unconventional life, it was all she knew. Child welfare and protection eventually caught on and required she have a proper education. She was provided a scholarship at Sage Sampson School for young ladies and was bullied for being a charity kid. Everyone's cool. Marianne only had one friend and was mostly focused on her studies, intent on graduating and returning to her father. Ashamed that she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's soon after. Oh, that he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's soon afterwards. Her work as an architect in Ireland lasted until the Irish economic crisis. She moved to England and after some time, Luxembourg in search of better care opportunities. Oh, sweet girl. I didn't see what time this was. What day is this? What day is this? Maybe the earliest one? Okay. Her fucking anime art. Look at her anime art, you fucking nerd. I am in love with Marianne. Oops, I'm in love. 7:15 p.m. The numbers are so little on top of my screen, they glare at me with such intensity that I can just hear their accusations. I'm late for a night out with the girls, yes, but I have a perfectly good excuse, jeez. Considering I don't follow typical office hours, they really can't expect me to be able to go as I please at 5:30 on the dot. The client is, first and foremost, my priority. Oh no, there's a small part of her I might not like. No, but I like her. I have to sit tight with my personal assistant, Chris. When my personal assistant, Chris, tells me we have a big one coming up, and I shouldn't miss this one. He knows a lot more in the who's who and the what's what when it comes to these socialites, and I trust that judgment call. I really don't have time for rich people, their drama and their politics. These sort who are born with little silver spoons in their mouths, who were so used to wagging their silver tongues about. I let him handle the negotiating with them for the most part. Why else would I have hired him? But he told me I'd receive a message about it an hour ago.
Now, if only he has the full shilling when it comes to the time.
Come on, I've got a social life too, you know, to an extent. Sort of. Pressing my head against the table, I try and stave off an oncoming headache when the notification for a new email pops up. All I'm expecting is a, hey, this looks like a good project I found, go send them a design or something like that. Really, that's how it often goes. Even with these rich, jammy clients. The jammy clients, it's very good. I like calling people jammy. The rich, jammy clients who's heard of me from their equally rich, jammy friends. I can't expect them to hire me right off the bat. Two of my favorite things to call rich English people are jammy and plummy. Oh, you plummy. Oh, so plummy. You little bit plummy. Which is all well and good and reasonable. We figure out what they want, send them my portfolio, my drafts for their projects, my rates, and hope for the best. Is Marianne based on me? Surprise! Yes!
I'm a trash baby. I'm a trash baby.
This is a big client, Marianne. I'll babysit Bethuriel for you. Just please take this one project. I promise. This person is huge in Luxburn. Mr. Parker, this is a formal... Oh, Mr. Parker, this is a formal request... Oh, wait. Oh, this is from... Wait, is this from... Yeah, this bit will be from Hannah. Mr. Parker, this is a phone... I forgot what your voice is. Mr. Parker, this is a formal request. No, I can't do it. I can't do her voice. Oh, I'm going to be screwed when we get... No, I've already done Hannah's. I didn't do a voice for her, did I? Oops. Oh... Your voice is kind of like this. This is a formal request to secure the services of Marianne McCulloch, hereafter called the designer, as authorized by Hannah Wright, hereinafter called the client, for interior design work at Ermagerd Mansion, Luxburn, LX180F, United Kingdom. The client hopes to have the designer here on the 21st of October, Friday, with time pending. But as I open the mail and see I've been requested by the client specifically, well, I certainly didn't expect that. It's pretty straightforward too. Anyone else would probably be excited. They would be working with the Hannah Wright. She's just one of those rich socialites that everybody loves to talk about, no matter how hard I try and tune such nonsense out. It would have been enough for me to reply in affirmative to Chris and leave, but he's never pleaded for me to take a project before. We've worked with big personalities in the past, celebrities, bankers, and even a few politicians. My PA had been indifferent about those, so the question bounced about by my skull before I spy one of the email attachments. A newspaper clipping from the Luxburn's daily business news section, boasting the headline, Wright Enterprise donates $2.5 million to refuge. It certainly caused quite a stir back then. Apparently they'd invited businessmen and socialites everywhere, in the guise of it being some big business announcement.
$2.5 million and an expensive looking party to boot. These people sure know how to throw their money around.
Not that I should be so callous. They're going to do a lot of good and help a community of people with all those pounds. I, of all people, shouldn't criticise such acts, whether they're for show or not. At the very least, I know they'll be able to pay my rates.
Hello there, lucky boy. How you doing, sweetheart?
With the headline out of the way, however, I find myself staring at the picture that came along with the clipping. Because, wow. Here I am expecting a sour old woman with a blazer and skirt. But the woman that's plastered on the front page looks like she belongs on the front page of the entertainment section, or even, if I'm to be so crass, as the pin-up for glamour. For glamour, whatever. Okay, I'll be real here, a men's magazine. She sure knows how to rock that dress. I love you, Marianne. Wait. Her hair, her eyes, her lips. She can't be her. Hey, if you like me doing an Irish accent, listen to a little podcast called Between Scorch and Shade. I play Elle Féinach. Elle Féinach. First name Elle, like the letter. Her mum gave birth to her and then passed out after blood loss, so she only managed to get the L down. So she's just called Elle now. And then she has the indecipherable last name of Féinach. It's spelled like a nightmare. Her hair, her eyes, her lips. She can't be her. And at the same time, she is her, only several years older. She looks just like... Oh, come on, Mac. The world's full of pretty blondes. You are a giant homo. You are a giant homo. You are a giant homo. It's just a coincidence. If you're not a giant homo, I'm gonna be so mad. With a shake of my head, I snap out of it and reach for my phone when it buzzes, nearly falling off my chair in the process. Bloop. Oh, okay, so it's the 18th. Okay, so this was the day that Hannah found out about Marianne. This is the day that Marianne's finding out about Hannah. And then she's gonna go to the thing in 3 days. An email for the rights came, requesting Marianne McCulloch's expertise for their home. What seemed like an innocent commission made a different impact on the famous designer after seeing a picture of the right missus. She's bi. Actually, yeah, no, I'm even more cool with her being bi, especially if they explicitly say that she's bi, because bi representation is terrible. Bi representation is so bad. It's so bad. With a shake of my head, I snap out of it and reach for my phone when it buzzes, nearly falling off my chair in the process. Who else would be on the other line but the very people waiting for me?
Oh, piss. I'm so sorry, Cam. I'm on my way.
Does the vibrating phone cause an anxiety trigger? Oh, I'm sorry, darling, but nah. I never get calls. That's what I say. Yet I still don't move from my chair, face flushed and heart racing. I can only stare until I can will myself to reply that yes, I'm accepting the assignment. And it takes even more time for me to just close the image, shut down the computer and leave. Even then, it's already burned its image into my head, no matter how much I wish it would just disappear. It makes me eager for the alcohol and the company. It makes me eager for anything that can help me forget. It's a good thing that the nearest pub is just a hop, skip and a jump from here. The Galway Shawl. Of course it's the Galway fucking Shawl, as it was called by those who frequented the place. It's the only decent Irish pub in this country. Or this county. Nailed it. Nailed it. You can pretty much tell that someone's new if they call it by its official name, the Crawl Bar. My home away from home ever since I moved to Loxburn. Well, it is when I'm not cooped up in my condo and working away. There's some good alcohol, good company, and thank God and Saint Cecilia, good music. I love her! The crowd favourites are like the Bothy Noise, High Wesleyan Men, and Second Fusion Orchestra are often played. I probably know these if it's thing.
Oh, it's your birthday! That's your birthday!
Oh, that's a good birthday. Wait, what day is it today? What day is it today? Oh, it was your birthday. It was your birthday like 2 days ago? Oh, shit.
Aw, hope you had a happy birthday.
Wait, so it's the 20th. Oh, I hope we get on to the 21st. That's today. What if we're playing on the day it is? Okay. Not to mention the singing. I love singing. It's because you're a proper Irish lass. Anyone could just break out into a drinking song, and the others in the pub were just wonderful that they might start. Wait, the others in the pub were just wonderful that they start singing along. What? You know what? Let's just not think about it. And doing so while intoxicated is the best ways to go about it. Hey, it's a win-win as long as I don't puke in the middle of the chorus, and as long as I can get home in one piece at the end of the day. And tonight is karaoke night. Oh my Jesus Christ! I fucking had a hernia. You nearly gave me a hernia.
Oh, thank you, Ohio. Oh, shit. Oh, thank you.
Oh my God! I nearly had a fucking hernia.
Why the hernia?
The hernia! I might have died. I might have just a little died. Oh my God. Oh, that makes sense as the reason you missed the stream. That makes sense.
Aw, do you have a good birthday?
What better time than to try and sing all my worries away? That's what my intoxicated brain tells me.
The ghost of guilt and sorrow remembers who I am, and in the prison of my heart, I was my only slave.
It doesn't go with the music in the background, but fuck it, sounds good. What the beans ever.
But in the depths of my cold soul, I'll leave the burden and despair.
It makes me nauseous. It sickens me that the smallest reminder of her can cause me such grief.
I'll fight for what's worth fighting for. Forget the fear, forget the rest.
I wish that they would put some music on that goes with it. Of course, that might just be the booze. Any other day, I would have scolded myself for drinking so much.
I lied to the Lord, I lied to myself, I lied to you and everyone I care, until there were no more lies to tell.
Oh yeah, I want to save her. I love her. But I already have a client, and we'll be having our first little meet and greet in a few days.
Cowardice is easier than being brave, but at last I found the strength I lost to sing my love letter to you. 'Cause people can lie, but my lone heart beats true.
I want to at least enjoy this night, get over the hangover tomorrow, and return to being a prim and proper professional after. I kind of wish it was a bit more Irish, because like Irish songs in an Irish accent are some of the most beautiful things in this world. But it's fine. It's fine. We can't have it all.
That song was for Cam,
my
our
God.
lucky bride to be. So give her a hand, Galway shawl.
Considering the state I'm in, no one can excuse my smug grin as the cheers and applause rise among the pub's patrons. Because possibly off-key public singing aside, I feel like I'm on top of the world right now, and that's a good reason as any to belt out in front of these strangers. With good drinks and good friends, there's nowhere I'd rather be tonight. And I forget for a short while.
And that song was brought to you by Marianne McCullough, everyone! A round of applause!
Hey Haruna, is this Haruna on your left, my right? Cause child. Also, why you got such hot? Look at these fucking hotties. Look at these slamming hotties.
That was so good. You rock, Marianne.
All right, Cam.
Oh, please stop. You're just saying that.
You know neither of us can hold a tune, Marianne. A toast to our shameless drunk singer. May your drinks forever flow and your notes be ever lovely.
If anyone deserves a toast tonight, that's Cam. Finally sealed the deal after 3 years, eh? Read 'em and wait, bitches.
Camilla's diamond engagement ring gleams as she holds it up for all the world to see. She has reasons to be proud. 3 years of living together, and her boyfriend finally asked her the big question. Obviously, she said yes.
Don't get too attached to that ring or the one after, sweetie. I was wearing a wedding ring not so long ago, and look at where I am. But enough of me being a downer.
Oh my
Cheers to a happy engagement!
Of course, if something like Haruna's divorce were to happen, I'd be there for Cam. Just that Cam had been there for me, acting more than just my yoga instructor. Can't be happier for my friend right now.
Cheers!
Aww.
Cheers!
Glad your friend's your yoga instructor. Well, we both will be here for Cam, won't we? Haruna and I. It's been a real bad year for her ever since her divorce. She's such a nice person, even loaning me money to help open a studio, and she didn't deserve what her husband had pulled. I'm happy she's smiling again and pigging out like she used to. I think we've all missed our Japanese firecracker. We met in yoga class, something I joined to keep myself in shape and, well, honestly, so I could make friends when I moved to Luxembourg. That was my plan, but the fucking yoga studio here, you have to reserve places. And I forget. I can't. Ugh, I'm an idiot. Clearly it worked like a charm. And it definitely didn't have anything to do with the fact that I brought along my lucky D20 dice with me on my first day, no sir! Ooh! I'm in love with this woman. I'm in love with this woman. She's got a lucky D20. She's got her lucky D20. I love you. Hey, Marianne. I am love you. I am love you so much. I am love you so much. I love these girls so much. I love you so much.
What about you, Marianne? You're 30 years old and you still haven't got yourself a man.
No, I'm on the pull for a woman, you fucking nerds.
And you guys know I have a very busy schedule. I don't have time for that.
Oh, come on. That's a lame excuse and you know it.
I want to get a hot piece of woman.
You need a man who'll take care of you and you need it now. Maybe some hunk who'll be your house hubby while you rake in the dough.
If this girl is not a lesbian, I'm going to be mad. Or she doesn't like women, at least.
I'm quite capable of taking care of myself. Who needs a Mr. Right?
I will fucking put this out there now. I will put this out there now. If Mr. Right fucking walks through that door and we start having a fucking affair with him, I'm going to be so mad. I will not let this happen. I will do everything in my power to make that not happen. You do not dare. Do not dare. Do not dare. If I fucking press this button and I just hear, "Who, well, what have we here?"
Hey, look at me. I'm Marion McCullough, a lawful neutral cleric with 9 points in wisdom and 8 in charisma, but I can't get myself a date.
Sorry, 9 points in wisdom and 8 in charisma is terrible. 9 points in wisdom and 8 in charisma is terrible. You have negative modifiers on both those bad boys. You want a cleric? Where's my cleric? The cleric's in the other room. You need a higher wisdom than 9 to be a cleric. You fucking dinkus. Yeah, 9 points in wisdom and 8 in charisma. You've got like the most shitty cleric. I meant to. Okay. Sorry. We're in a. It's a different system because we can't. Okay. Maybe we can't. Maybe. Oh, it might be. Oh, no, you can't get modifier. You cannot get 8 and 9 as modifiers. But no, I'm sorry. It's druids and demons. It's not Dungeons and Dragons. That's how they're getting around it. Okay. I mentioned druids and demons once, and they don't even know the rules or understand what the numbers mean. Okay, never mind. They got it. They saved it. Yeah, if you have like 19 wisdom and 18 charisma, that you still don't get modifiers of 8 and 9. That's ridiculous. And I certainly am not some sort of holy person. Oh! I'm a far cry from a miracle worker. I barely have the willpower to fight off demons, especially my own. What do you play? Tell me your character and her stats. Okay.
Actually, maybe she isn't looking for a Mr. Right, but a Mrs. Right.
Be gay.
Oh, my Marianne, we still love you even if you're in the closet.
Okay, be cooler about it.
That would explain some things.
Oh my god, guys, be cooler.
I don't know, you don't have a ring anymore. Maybe you two can be together and I don't have to worry about my best girls being alone.
Never mind, we're back.
What are you on about? There's nothing to explain.
But the more I deny, the louder they tease until the other people in the pub start to watch. It doesn't help at all when Haruna drapes her arm over my shoulders and leans in. Straight people are the worst.
Will I be all yours then? Will you be making me feel like a woman?
Heteros, please don't. Don't fucking queer bait your friends if your friends are closeted. Don't queer bait your friends if you think your friends are. If you think that your friend is in the closet, you know what you fucking do? You mention every so often about cool gay things that you have seen or heard of. You mention about how much you love your cat. Oh, you're so beautiful. I realized I was talking about a sensitive issue and then I got up and sprinted to the window because I saw a cat. Let's move on. Be cool around your friends if you think they're closeted. Don't make it obvious. Do not fucking try and force them out the closet. Don't be an asshole and do not queer bait them. You absolute reprobates. I know they're just kidding around, but this doesn't make me comfortable in the slightest. Oh, really? When Kamala, it has to be Kamala. When Kamala notices my silence and Haruna sees the expression on my face, they stop. And when the awkward air settles over us, the rest of the pub goes back to whatever they were doing before the whole thing ever happened. They probably won't even remember it when they wake up with massive hangovers anyway.
Sorry.
Me too.
Yeah, fucking don't.
Hey, no hard feelings, right?
I raise my glass. They smile. We drink. There's no need to say more. Oh my girl! We're all definitely far too drunk tonight. Eventually the fun times end. It is a weekday after all. And with Haruna being a nurse, she still has to get ready for her next shift. Cam also has a loving fiance waiting for her at home and really didn't have to make a fuss about having left some buns in the oven when she took off early. Really, I understand. I was the one who insisted, who was determined to get pissed drunk anyway. Move into the bar, I sit. Alone at last. I quit. I quit the game. I quit the game. I quit the game. I quit the game. I haven't seen him here before. Obviously not a regular, and he hasn't said word that and just sits there savoring his drink. Wait, so when is this? This is the 18th? This is just after. Is this just after? No, because she's not told until when. He's not told until Wednesday. Okay, so he doesn't know who this is at all. I haven't seen him here before. Perhaps not right. Oh, I just did this. With his whiskey served neat in one hand and lighter in the other, it doesn't seem like he's noticed me yet. Maybe I should go before he does look my way. This is the worst. Because he is pretty and he is blonde, and the two things plus alcohol never did me any good. Okay, so she's bi, which is nice, but not nice here. Please leave. I thought too late. Judging by the way his flushed face and dazed look in his eyes, he's as piss drunk as I am. But whereas I feel like keeling over, he looks like he's still ready to take the catwalk by storm. Really, he has the air of one of those men who think they own the world.
Hello there, sexy. Please don't stand up on my account. I already like what I see.
Oh my god! From beginning to end bad! From beginning to end bad! Not a single part is good!
Fancy a drink? It'll be on me.
No! Then again, I might be pleasantly surprised if you remove proven wrong. What about that makes you think that you'll be proven wrong? What about you fucking reprobate?
Want some between the sheets? Sex on the beach? I'm talking cocktails, of course.
This is magical racist pervert Draco Malfoy. We don't worry, we've made the connection before. I physically have I feel like I might have re-virginized. I'm gonna put this out there. I am very aware and also would like to stop the misinformation that when a woman's virginity is taken that anything breaks. That is not the case. There is not a lining in your vagina that breaks when you've lost your virginity. That's not a thing that happens. But I feel like I've re-virginized. Oh. Fat chance. Yeah, that's about right. But it doesn't matter. We both know how to play this game. No! And there are two different ways for the night to end. One thing or another is going to happen. I'll kill him. The question is, what do I want to do?
Oh no, that's fine. I'd rather order some blue balls or some AMF if you don't mind.
He looks like he's about to say some witty retort, but stops himself and downs the rest of his whiskey. I order a mint julep, he gets another whiskey, and we start the customary small talk. Why would you? Of course, the saying, ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies, goes without saying. We ask nothing about each other, offering up falsehoods to establish a strenuous fake connection between two strangers at a pub, if only to pass the time. Whiskey, as I come to call him, is supposedly 21 years old, single, and takes care of a sick mother, and is a manager of some sort. Manager of what? I don't care to listen to the details. Meanwhile, Mint, as he comes to call me, is 29 and what did I say I was again? Oh yes, I told him I was a professional chocolate taster, cause fuck it. If I'm gonna lie about my job, I might as well make it fun. It's a pretty decent chat between two pretty drunk strangers. Ugh. And maybe it's just me, but we might as fucking well expend the tiniest amount of effort in pretending there's something meaningful in this meeting. Would be nice too if it was just left at that. But during a lull in the conversation, he brings it up.
You know, I've never been with a woman taller than me.
You know? Fuck off! And to think he might have been different from the West. What of him made you think he'd be different? This is so much worse than the ghost stuff. This is the true horror story. This is the true horror story here.
Never have and never will, whiskey.
Marianne, I love you.
Can we go back to the history of chocolates? Did you know that chocolate candy was introduced in 19th century England as a healthier alternative to alcohol?
You're great. St. Lucy was the most beautiful woman of her time. She had men come from the four corners of the world to see the pure light in her exquisite green eyes. If she were so lucky, anyway.
No, enough of the history lesson.
Think all women are taller than you? All women are taller than me, too. I'm very little.
Come
So-
on, Mint. You know and I know what you came here for.
But not every suitor was gallant, and she was no fool. She had known that sooner or later she wouldn't be able to defend her chastity.
Come on. There must be something that gets you going.
You going away! So she had taken out a knife and gouged out her own eyes. Me.
There is something, but I don't think you can handle it.
Impressed with her devotion, God restored her eyes and made them more beautiful than before. He has a peculiar sense of humor, hasn't he? Because that only meant suitors kept coming after Lucy, and she kept her eyes in a chalice to scare them away. Is this actually a thing?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever it is.
Yeah, this does not sound like a sober enough for consent kind of sitch. This is not a sober, consensual sitch, huh? Y'all, please. St. Lucy, help me. Help me turn away from sin. I will. Oh, she's calling me St. Lucy. Help me with my own blindness. Will
My
do.
place isn't too far from here.
No!
I won't take care of you if it ends up being too much for you.
No, 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 no.
And no one will be able to hear you if you try to scream.
Is she a murderer? Yo, wait, is Mary... Wait, if we go through... No, because he doesn't die. He doesn't die. Damn it, I was just like, wait. What if we go through with it and we get to murder him? But apparently that's not the case. Ugh, fine. Fine.
You sure you want to go down that road, pretty boy?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I would. Please let me say no. No, this is not consensual for me. I don't consent to this. No. I do not consent. No. Ismay does not consent. Please. No. Oh. Marianne went to the Crawl Ball, also known as the Galway Shawl by his patrons, for a night out with her close friends, Cam and Haruna. When they left, Marianne seen with the stranger, whom she referred to as Whiskey, and in turn she was called Mint. Ismay does not consent to this! Ugh. The best thing about having a condo so close to the pub is the ease of access. As long as I can still stand and walk, I can make it home. Maybe I'd need help from a kind neighbour or a kind neighbour or two to help me with the last leg if I've really gone overboard with the alcohol. But I always made it home. Sometimes with company. Of course that comes with complications, especially the real clingy ones. But isn't anything a good tip about stalkers to the building security can't fix? Hey, Ithil, I am not consenting to this. This is a bad time. My sweet bisexual princess Marianne might sleep with the worst man in the world. Ugh. I'm always nervous though. Even if this isn't the first time I've done this. The first few minutes when we enter my room are the first few agonizing minutes where I try not to panic. Oh god, I feel you so bad, my girl. Okay, Mac, so far so good. Don't let him smell your fear under all that liquid courage. I feel you so bad, girl. Okay. He'll leave sooner or later and you'll never have to see him again, just like every other man before him. I'd like to say to myself that the men I've brought to my place were more scared than I was. Yet there's no fear when I look into Whiskey's eyes, only delight. When he starts touching me, I don't hesitate when I push him against the door. Roughness is to be expected. No, I don't want this. He's a fucking magical racist pervert. I hate him. As long as he sticks to the script, everything will go smoothly. We'll have our little tumble in the sheets, he'll leave and we'll forget about it. We're gonna have sex with Mr. Right, and I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I've been promised that I get to have a choice and that I do not sleep with him. I refuse. I will quit this game. If anyone asked me what I really wanted, I would have told them what I wanted. That I wanted a bed of roses, chocolates, and music, maybe an Irish castle. But all I really want is her. That's never going to be a reality. Are we a bisexual that's just very in love with one girl, or are we a lesbian that's very, very closeted? I don't know. I don't know if the game's ever gonna fucking do that for us, but oh yeah, where's the look, the demon stuff, spooky, whatever. This is the real horror. That is my fault, of course, because I was afraid, because I was a coward. They'd never hold a candle up to her. She was the light of my life, and I let her go. Can't even be bothered at the thought of her. It's probably the one that looks like Hannah, right? Just the single thought of her makes my resolve to see this affair through graver.
Wait.
What is it now?
I hate you. Yes, what is it now? No, no, actually no, I don't need to save this. Go away.
We're both drunk.
He likes us more. I mean, I'm glad he's very happy that we did get date raped. I don't know.
And?
This is wrong. Don't you think it's a bit fucked up that we're about to have sex and we're just calling each other by the drinks that we had? How messed up are we?
Doll, shut up with the ethics and morality talk. It is seriously putting me out of the mood.
That's the point, fuckhead.
If you want to leave now, Whiskey, I understand. I mean, with how smashed you are, it'd probably be best for you to sleep the night unless you want to be mugged.
Oh no, she's supposed to be Irish. Ding! No, the one that's supposed to be Scottish is Rebecca, who sounds like this and every so often says, "Aye, you dunderheads," but says it very wrong.
But I won't stop you. And this isn't going to happen.
Bloody hell.
Cock blocked. Got a cock blocked even. Oh, this one sounds Irish. She's Irish as hell. She's good. Of course he's annoyed at me for putting off our night of sexual congress. But no means no. Beyond spewing a few profanities under his breath, he surprisingly simmers down soon enough. I was worried for a moment he might try and force something. Being a woman is terrifying! Just putting it out there. Instead, he makes a show of fixing his suit and smoothing down his hair before making himself comfortable on the nearest seat he could find. No, I kind of would like you to leave, actually.
What are you doing then? You have a guest in your home. Put the damn kettle on.
No, cunthead, leave!
Dandelion tea if you have it. But I suppose all you have are those shitty tea bags from the store.
Leave! If it isn't for the absurdity of this turn of events, I would have flipped him off for thinking I have no taste. But in the end, I just laugh. All I got were cans of Korean ginseng and lemon balm, though. No dandelion. Without a second thought, I do wet the tea. That's 3 minutes to get the kettle to a boil. 3 minutes where we say nothing to each other. I mean, what do you even say to the guy I was about to sleep with until I changed my mind? Steal his wallet, right? I doubt he's in the mood to talk about the influence of Troy and Mallory. It's still unusual by the time we're both seated on my bed with mugs of tea in hand.
Just so you know, whatever is going on right now is a lot stranger and fucked up than the one night stand.
You're married, cunt weasel.
We are two messed up individuals by your logic.
Everything is messed up, if you ask me. War, terrorism, famine, poverty, loved ones and loved lost. Oh.
I like, he looks a lot of things, but he's not a rapist. How low do we have to set this bar? The bar is at tripping height. Barely at tripping height, my dudes. Like, you could walk over it. Like, there ain't no trip happening there. The bar is the lowest it could possibly be. It's like, but he's not a rapist. Pew, pew, pew. How low is the bar? The bar is so low. Everything. Oh, sorry, that was it.
This whole world is a cesspool.
You're a cesspool. The dead air is telling when it fills the room once more. One would think this is the perfect time to burst, to spill out whatever issues that made us the fucked up person we are today. I don't want to hear his backstory. And it is. But I guess some part of me would rather not put the weight of my problems on someone else's shoulder. Wouldn't be fair to leave that to a person when I don't even know if we'll see each other again. Sooner rather than later, we both pass out of my bed, mugs left forgotten on the floor. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Well, we didn't sleep with him. That's good. We didn't sleep with him. That's good. That's good. Okay, cool. Okay, that's good. I have to go. sorry that today's like real short, but I'm going to go to a festival of lights. I'm going to a festival of lights, which is going to be really cool. I'm very excited. Anyway, thank you all for joining. That was nearly the worst game in the world, because it nearly made me sleep with the worst man in the world.